Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. I am Jeannie Muhammad, your happiness coach. Thank you for being with me again this evening. I know, as I always say, your time is precious and I appreciate it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can forgive yourself. I wanted to talk about this subject because I know that a lot of us are wallowing and stewing in guilt and shame. Things that we may have done in the past, things that we may have said in the past that have hurt ourselves and hurt others, and we are still carrying that. Some of us are carrying that guilt and shame from things that happened years ago, things that you may have all forgotten all the details of it, but you still carry it. You may be dealing with people in your life that are still holding you accountable for things that you did years ago. And so today I just want to talk about how important it is to forgive yourself. Yes, you can. You can forgive yourself, and you should forgive yourself. I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm not here to uh, say that whatever you did was okay. I don't care how small or how large it may have been. It's not for me to judge you. It's not for me to place any weight on how uh, important it may be or any of those things because I don't know. It may have been something so horrendous that it would even shock me if you told me. But it's not for me to judge you. It's not for anyone to judge you. The only, and I believe this, the only one that can judge us is our Creator. You may call him God. You may say the universe. You may say Allah. I say Allah. But whatever you may call your creator, that's between you and your creator. It's not up to me to judge you. So, what I'm here today to say is that no matter what you may have done, I don't know any little sin or any big sin. As far as I know, is all in God's eye is all a sin. uh, the things that he deems that are not good. And because I know that God loves the sinner, he hates the sin, but he loves the sinner. And I do know that he is very forgiving. I do know he is merciful, and he oft returns to mercy all the time. Think about how many times you have done something and you know that it was not in the best interest of you or someone else, and you know, and you were really truly remorseful about it, and you ask for forgiveness. You ask for forgiveness from God, and you ask and you should ask forgiveness from the person that you have wronged. If it's somebody that you have wronged, ask their forgiveness. Admit your wrongness. Admit what you have done. Admit it to yourself. Look at it, examine it, and say, okay, I did wrong. I did this person wrong. I need to atone for whatever it is that I have done. And you go to that person and you sincerely ask their forgiveness. And then you start working towards uh, showing that you are truly remorseful. Maybe there is something that you can do to help to heal the pain, to heal whatever you've done. Do that. Now, if that person does not forgive you, you have no control over that. You only have control over your actions. You don't have control over anybody else's. So if that person does not forgive you, then it's okay. Be patient. They may not forgive you today, but on down the road, they may think about it, and they may go through something in their lives that make help them to realize that the only way that they're going to have more peace, joy, and happiness in their life is to forgive. So ask for forgiveness. And then after you've done that, let it go. Don't dwell on it. Don't wallow in the pain of what you're doing or have done. I say this because I look back on my life and I see some things that I've done, some things that I said, and quite frankly, I get embarrassed sometimes by some of the things that I have done in the past and some things that I have said. And I say to myself, oh my God, did I say that? Did I do that? And I'm like, wow, where was my head at? And I realized that a lot of the things that I did in the past was out of ignorance. I didn't know any better. And once I have learned, I know that I can do better. And I have done better. And I have forgiven myself. I forgive myself for the things that I did in ignorance. And I am reminded of that story in the Bible in John, I think it's 8, 10, and 11, where a woman had committed adultery and she was brought before Jesus and they were wanting to stone her. And Jesus said, well, he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. And no one could cast that stone. And eventually they left Jesus alone, and Jesus was just with the woman. And he said, I forgive you. I forgive you for what you have done. Now you go and sin no more. So I'm saying the same thing to you. Whatever you may have done, whatever transgressions that you have made against yourself and against others, forgive yourself. Yes, you can. You can do that. You can forgive yourself. It may take time. You have to be patient because it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. But you start with making that decision. I am going to forgive myself. I am going to forgive myself. You can do that. Yes, you can. I encourage you to do that. Don't walk around carrying that heavy burden. Don't go around uh, letting other people be able to control you because of the guilt and shame you may feel. And some people use that. Some people use that guilt and shame in order to push those buttons and have you doing what they want you to do because you feel so bad about certain things you've done in the past that you allow them to control you because of your guilt and your shame. Forgive yourself. Yes, you can. It starts with making that decision. I am going to forgive myself, and I am going to start doing those things that I need to do in order to love myself more and understand that no, I'm not perfect. Yes, I have made mistakes, but I'm going to go and sin no more. I'm going to be a better person than I have been. I and look at each day as an opportunity to be better. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can forgive yourself. I am Jeannie Muhammad, your happiness coach. My website is iamjeaniem.com. My email is Jeannie@IamJeannieM.com. Contact me if you need a little help on your journey of forgiving yourself. I will look at it as an honor to be able to help you. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay blessed, and know, just know, yes, you can. You can forgive yourself. Thank you.